Congratulations and thanks for joining us today. You have a website now. What? This is a presentation that's designed for small businesses to show you how to use the internet in a more profitable fashion. I know for many years you've probably been spending lots of bucks and been very frustrated with the results that you get with online services. It doesn't really matter what you do, but you never really seem to have a positive response to that. So, our talk today is probably going to focus on ways that you can spend less and get more online. Probably have about 200 tricks over an hour's time. You're not going to get them all, so come back and watch this again and again. Once you've done that, you'll be able to have a lot of success with your online endeavors. Okay, so let's go ahead and just sort of plug into it. Let's talk a little bit about what our websites are like and what our online presence is. First, let's start with the fact that it's probably lousy, and the best way to deal with that is by improving both the design and the contact, by getting a fair amount of publicity for your website, by engaging in some social media practices to draw attention both to your website and to your bricks and mortar store, and also participating in this new social media trend known as location-based services. So, you want to take a good look and get involved in all of those areas because businesses are adopting social media. You see that you've got in a phase one area, you'll have a lot of people who are just getting on top of the thing. Those are your early adapters, and you really don't want to be in that group as a small business. But when the early adapters are moving into a transition, and once they get past the transition, but they're in a strategic phase, and you can see the majority of your early adapters are there in the transition phase. Some of smaller percentages are already moving into phase three, which is the strategic portion. That tells us that it's time for smaller businesses to start to get on board and to be doing things. Well, I know that my website is really not best, but can I fix it? And the answer to that is absolutely. There are some essential components to a website. It's really important that it be search engine friendly and that you give people a reason to come back. So some of the things that have to be on your online presence have to encourage visitors to come back to your site. Something that you might do in that regard is perhaps as simple as a special deal every week. So every Monday we post up on our website the coupon for the week, the special deal for the week. Okay, this week any omelet with mushrooms is only $3.99, and now we've kind of got a reason for people to come back. They like your omelets, they like spinach, they'll check every Monday to see if you have spinach on sale. That's just a very simple sort of thing. Another thing that's really important are visitor recommendations. Not just in terms of reviews, which are critical in today's day and age as we move forward in 2010, 2011, 2012. Visitor reviews may be the most important form of the testimonial to take place. But we're talking about the ability here for people to recommend your site, your online arena, your store, for instance, to a friend, a neighbor, relative, what have you. And finally, one of the critical elements of a good website is the ability to capture contact information for permission marketing purposes. What do I mean by that? And I paid all this money to get there, and if somebody comes to my site, I want to give them some reason to give me their name and email address, because then I've captured them. They've been added to my mailing list. I've got some good things going on, and that's the type of thing that allows me to recoup my investment. I might not get somebody with a first hit. It may take 3, 4, 5 different contacts with that potential client in order to get them into the store, and then some period of time more before they'll buy. That all starts with capturing contact information. If you've enjoyed what we've done in these last 4 or 5 minutes, I encourage you to visit us when we're doing one of these presentations live. We do them all across the country. You can find out more about that at www.framingacademy.com.